Hello students, my name is S. Ganesh. I am HOD in charge in Journalism and Communication in Hindustan College of Arts and Science. So today I am going to speak to you about communication. So I am going to talk to you about principles of communication. Okay, communication is what you call transmission of information. Transmission. Transmission means to send, okay, message across. Send message across. Okay, so the noun form is transmission of information, and the verb form is to make known, make common, and to have sympathetic relationship. Okay, so we'll look into the communication transmission. So we have seen the noun form and verb form. So we will see the functions of communication. Functions, information, education, and entertainment. Okay, there is a communication scholar by name Charles Wright says correlation, socialization, surveillance, and entertainment are the functions of communication, mass communication. Okay, correlation means interpreting what is happening versus what should be happening. Socialization is making a language learned a language. Making a child learn a language. Okay, children observe the parents and learn the language, pick up the words and all that. That is called as a socialization. Entertainment is getting through radio, TV, newspaper, and relaxation in general time and all that. And the surveillance means keep a watch on the environment. So I will go into the context of communication. Context of communication. What are the contexts of communication? Context of communication. Number one, intrapersonal. One person communicating to himself or herself, like in Macbeth, soliloquy, and all that. Second is interpersonal. Two people communicating, that is the interpersonal communication. Third is small group. Small group is in a classroom situation or a company. Large group is what do you call the politicians addressing the rallies and all that. Prime Minister of a country addressing the rallies and all that. That is large group. Then fifth is organizational. Organizational is communication taking place in the context of a company, like a organization, college or a private firm or something like that. That is organization. And sixth is mass communication. Mass communication is communication through radio, TV, newspaper, and all that. So we have the what do you call the internet or the new media of communication coming to play an important role in society also. Okay, now we go into the models of communication. So models of communication, there are several models. In any situation there has to be a sender, message, and receiver. Model. Okay, sender sending the message and the receiver getting it. So David K. Berlow says there is a model SMCR, sender, message, channel, and receiver. Sender sends a message through a channel and the receiver getting it. It is by David K. Berlow. Okay, so there is another communication scholar by name what do you call Laswell's verbal model. Harold Laswell, political communication, political scientist and communication scholar. He has written the verbal model. So verbal model is Harold Laswell. Okay, verbal model is who says what, to whom, in which channel, with what effect. Okay, who sender, who what message, whom receiver, which channel, with what effect is feedback. Okay, so these are the parts of the communication. Then we have the what you call the Osgood and Sham circular model. There are two people communicating, A and B communicating, A and B. A encodes, sends a message to B, B decodes and receives, B encodes and sends a message to A decodes and receives. This is Osgood and Sham circular model. This is used in what do you call in conversation and all that. Then mathematical model. Okay, there are mathematical scholars by name Claude Shannon and Warren Weaver. Claude Shannon and Warren Weaver created the mathematical model. They are not communicator. Yes, encoding, sending through channel, there is noise, decoding or receiving, decoding and receiving. So he encodes a message, sends to a channel or receive, decode, and there is a noise coming in the process. Claude Shannon and there are more than 25-35 models, but these are the models which require the important attention. Then the fundamental characteristics. We have the fundamental characteristics. Number one, communication is important to each of us personally. Communication is important to each of us personally. So we have, it is very important to each of us personally. Second, we cannot not communicate. Cannot not communicate. That means we cannot live without communication. Communication is important to each of us personally means it is more important. And second, we cannot not communicate. We cannot live without communicate. Third, when we communicate, we transact. When we communicate, we transact. Transact means the transaction takes place in bank and all that. Okay, so we have the, when we communicate, we transact. Then communication is crucial in the operation modern day organization. Communication is crucial in modern day organization. Modern day organization. Or modern day organization, communication is crucial. For example, a bank, a big company and all that need communication for various purposes. Okay, then communication is the fifth one is communication is a basis for interpersonal relation. Communication is basis for interpersonal relation. Interpersonal relation. That means between the relationship between two people, it is the basis. It is the basis of the relationship between a man and a woman, husband and wife, father and mother and all that. So that is the basis of the, and communication professions are changing. Lastly, communication professions are changing. Communication professions are changing. Like radio, newspaper, TV are changing from analog mode to they have become digitized mode, and they are doing more computerization, and all that is being done, and technology is advanced over the year and all that. So we have looked into the context, models, functions. Now we look into some of the communication theories. So we look into the communication theory, two-step flow theory. So there is a person called Paul Lazarsfeld says about two-step flow theory. Paul Lazarsfeld says two-step flow. That a mass media here, audience is here. It does not reach directly. It doesn't come like that. It goes to opinion leaders who in turn communicate the message. Doctors, politicians and all that take the message. Mass media do not reach audience. It flows to opinion leader who in turn communicate the message. Then we have the what do you call agenda setting theory. Agenda setting theory, Maxwell, McComb and Donald Shaw. Okay, they said media places importance to which issues will receive importance. Media plays importance, or media prefers something over the other. That is the media initiates the agenda setting process and all that. So Maxwell, McCombs and Donald Shaw of the Syracuse University are the person behind the agenda setting theory. Then we have the diffusion of innovation. Diffusion of innovation, Rogers has returned the theory. E.M. Rogers and Floyd Shoemaker. Okay, how a new idea spread into a community. Okay, first we need awareness, then knowledge, then persuasion, then decision whether to accept the innovation or not. For example, the use of a new fertilizer, will you accept in your farm? So like that we do that. So if it is a decision one or rejection, we come back to the decision again, and we want to find out whether we accept the innovation or not. Awareness, knowledge, decision, awareness, knowledge, persuasion, decision and confirmation. Okay, persuasion has gone into the decision, in the acceptance or not acceptance. So diffusion of innovation. Then theory of national development. How, for example, national development comes about. For example, if national development has come about, there has to be, people has to move from rural areas to urban areas. So they need transportation. They need literacy to use the education and all that. So they need the education to go through the media usage. So then they will become modernization. Daniel Lerner found out in Lebanon and all that, where there have been movies, there have been modernization to a great extent. So Daniel Lerner's theory is a theory of national development, one of the important theories. There are very many theories of the public opinion and the media, like cultivation theory by George Gerbner, on violence in media, media portrayal and violence,